weeks ago. We're going to talk about brush properties, and it gives you access.
Girl. Now the last one that I did obviously worked. And then I also did Peekaboo, some on this side. Hey girl, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Jasmine. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'm about natural hair, inspiration and motivation, self-love, self-confidence, happiness, peace. I have a baby who was 1 year old, so getting out of postpartum breakouts, postpartum hair loss, getting my body back to the way it was before I was pregnant, or even better. So I'm on that journey of just rediscovering who I am as a woman, you know, after having a baby. So if that's something that you're interested in, if that's something that, you know, you're also on a journey of, hit that subscribe button, like and comment this video. Let's interact, let's build a community, because we need a community and we need people who is going to motivate us and inspire us and pour into us and just encourage us to keep going, because some days you just don't want to do anything. So that's something that you're interested in. Stay tuned. Girl, now I don't know what I was thinking, but I wanted box braids. I wanted a protective style for when I went away for the weekend. We took the baby away to a few theme parks, and I wanted my hair braided in a protective style. And I decided to do my hair on my own, because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay hundreds of dollars to somebody, and I'm not gonna take so much time away from my baby to go sit in somebody's chair and get my hair braided. And then I'm tender-headed too, so I don't need nobody bring it tight and braid on my scalp along with the braid. I just didn't have time for that. So I was like, let me do my own hair, let me try this by myself, DIY it. And girl, whew, was it a feat? Yes. Was it an uphill battle? Yes, because I am not a braider. I don't do all these styles. The most I do, wash and goes, twist outs, braid outs, puff. That's all I do. I'm not one of these naturalistas, natural girls who do all these different braid styles and all these different styles, creative styles on their hair. I stick to what I know. But I wanted braids and I wanted to do it myself. And I can say, even though it was a feat, I am so happy with the turnout. I'm so happy that I kept going and I kept trying, because I tried like 3 or 4 different techniques, and you'll see that in the video. And I left it in specifically because I wanted to show you the realistic journey of trying to do your own hair for the first time. This is my first time again, so trying to do your own hair for the first time and not giving up, just keep going. Like, if it don't turn out right the first time, if you keep doing it, it's going to turn out good. It's going to turn out better and better and better. Practice makes improvement. You're going to improve each time. So I kept those, and I kept the different techniques that I tried that didn't work, just in case you want to see, and just in case you want to try it and it works for you. It just didn't work for me. Now the last one that I did obviously worked. You'll see that in the video. But yes, this video is about DIY box braids with a little twist. Yes, and I got this twist inspiration from the new trend that's going around, the Fulani flip over braids. Now Fulani braids originate in West Africa, and it's cornrows and box braids at the same time. So what I read and what I understand is the cornrows are in the middle of the hair, the middle of the head, and on the side, and then you have, you know, loose braids coming down for the rest of the head. Again, I'm not experienced. I'm not gonna bite off more than I can chew, so that's why I just did these cornrows. And then I also did peekaboo, some on this side. So that's all I'm gonna get. That's the little twist that I added in here. If you want to see the actual style of Fulani braids, I hope I'm saying that right, just go into Instagram, TikTok, even Google. You can see the braids are beautiful. And one day, either I'm gonna get them done or I'm gonna do it myself. But this is as far as I went. This is as far as I got. This is all I had in me. So if you want to see the techniques I use, what products I use, what braiding hair I used, how I parted my hair and everything, Stay tuned. I'm going to part my hair using this rat tail comb, these clips to clip up the rest of the hair until I get the braid right, these rubber bands to like tie it up in the meantime, and this edge booster to make the parts and the boxes look neat. So my plan is to make a medium size. We're going to see. I watch the video that I watched. I'm going to reference is the YouTuber The Chic Natural. I'll put it on the screen as I'm doing it, but for now I'm going to do the parts, and when we get to the braiding part, we'll have the video up so we can all follow along because we in this together. So into parting, girl, this was just one of many partings that I did. As you can see, I'm using my laptop as my monitor, so I have my phone as my camera. It's mirrored to my laptop, and that's how I'm able to part my hair from the back. But I'm just trying to make sure that it's as straight as possible. And like I said, I did my parting throughout this whole process and brushed it to stretch it, and then I also add some leave-in. Okay, so I have all of my parts, well, the big parts done, then I have to make smaller box parts. But I have all the big parts done. That took longer than I expected, but I wanted to be as neat as possible. So now I'm going to start braiding my hair, adding the hair and braiding the hair while I look at the video that I'm going to reference. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so the hair is dried on this hanger. So if you want to see what I use to clean my hair, I have the video up on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. What she did was she split the hair in half once. Then she felt it to see. And then she said if you want it smaller, you have to split it again. So that's what we're gonna do. So split it again. And then I'm gonna split it one more time. And this is the size braids that I want. And then she added the Eco Styler. Just applying the edge booster on the box perimeter of my hair, just, you know, smoothing it down, brushing out, stretching it, and then making sure that I'm braiding tightly, and she is braided under, as you can see. So that's what I'm doing. That's, I think, what tripped me up on top of everything else, but that's the first thing that tripped me up. And then she started to add the hair under. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try now. So you take the hair and you add it under the two pieces who turn it isn't yet. So I'm holding the piece who turn it is between my fingers, and then I'm trying to add the hair to go under, and then you braid down like 3 times or so, and then you're supposed to add the next piece. I'm really trying. I think I didn't add enough hair here, so that's why it just looks too thin for me. But she's going quick, you know, she got her technique down. As you can see, I'm feeling to see how it's going, and it's not going as planned. So I ended up taking out the hair that I added, and as you can see, she's still going. She added jam to the end of her hair to blend it, but I'm going to attempt it again. So I braided as she said, and then I tried to add the hair. I really did try my best to accomplish this and do this technique and concept. She explained it so well with adding the hair, you know, to the two pieces who turn it isn't yet, braided underhand, but I just couldn't get it. So I'm gonna try again. I took out the braid to repart my hair, and then I attempted to braid it again. Let's try this again. I made the part a little bigger because the braid was just looking a little too small for me. So girl, like I said, I retried again. You're supposed to take the hair, put it, I'm trying to separate the hair, so I'm taking a piece who turn it isn't yet, put it between my two fingers, and then adding the braiding hair underneath. And girl, I'm trying to hold on in there. It's just not working for me. I tried this technique many times. It just wasn't working. I even took my time. I just don't know. If you try this, if you know how to do it, if you're going to attempt to do the knotless braids and try the sheep naturals method, let me know down in the comment section, because I just couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. Mama doing too much. This knotless braids thing is just not working for me, so I'm going to do regular old box braids, and it's okay. Next time I'll try it again. Now comes technique number 2. Right here I'm playing with the baby because she's standing by me. But technique number 2, box braids. Yes, box braids. And again, another method from the Sheep Natural. It's a video that I'm watching that I will have up on the screen, where you're supposed to grip the hair and braid. Girl, I don't know. I just wasn't getting it when I thought I got it. It just looked too loose at the roots for me. And then like the braid, as I was braiding down, it was just, yeah. It's just yeah. You see that? Zoom in. You see that? Like I just knew it wasn't right, and just looking at it, it's just like, girl, what were you trying to do? What were you trying to do? And here I go again. Like I said in the beginning, I reparted my hair a few times because it just wasn't straight. It was crooked. So that's the thing with doing your own hair. It's gonna take you a long time. If you're not used to doing it, it's gonna take you a long time to get them parts right, girl. So sit down, put on something on TV or some music or something, have you something to drink in front of you. But it's gonna take you a while, and it took me a while, and it took me a few times, but I kept at it. I wanted it to look as neat as possible. It wasn't going to be perfect again because I'm doing it myself and this is my first time, but I wanted it to be as neat as possible. I think it's like my second time reparting my hair, and I did it once or twice after this too, so there's no shame in my game. I want to make sure that it looks as neat as possible and that the boxes are the way that I want it to look. And again, I have my laptop in front of me, the camera behind me, mirrored to my phone actually is my camera, mirrored to the computer, and that's how I'm looking. Then technique number 3, girl, I kept trying. Technique number 3, a different YouTuber, I will put her up on the screen as well, her video up on the screen as well. She braided the root of her hair and then wrap the braiding hair around and then braid the braid inside the wrapping hair and then split. I tried that. You'll see how it go. But girl, let's just get back. Girl, obviously I didn't do everything I was supposed to do. You're supposed to use a rubber band and a crochet needle. As you can see, I braided the root of my hair as according to the video. That's what you're supposed to do. And then I tried to wrap it around the braid. It just wasn't working, girl. It just wasn't working. I got up and everything because I needed to look in the bathroom mirror. And as you can see here, I'm parting again. Like I said, I parted throughout this whole process, kept reparting. I'm trying to braid again, to try it again, and then wrap the hair, got up again to see, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't working. Yes, that was Thursday night. I went to bed, knew I wanted to do the parts in the back again, and I'm like, it just felt loose and I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. So girl, I don't know why I didn't just do this in the first place. Literally laying in bed and I thought of this technique and it worked. So I literally just split my hair in 3 pieces, take the braid in here, lay the middle piece on top of the middle piece, the side piece on top of the side piece, make sure I'm gripping the middle piece, wrap the side of the braiding hair on top of the side of my hair, and just wrap that around and start braiding. Girl, I just I don't know. I don't know why I just didn't do this in the first place. I swear I don't understand why I didn't do this in the first place. But this was a technique that gave me the best results and that I liked. I was able to grip to the roots. I was able to braid down and it looked uniform. And yeah, I was just happy with the result, girl. I was just happy with the result. I have nothing left to say. Again, split into 3. Take your braiding hair, place it on top, and then you wrap the side around just to make sure you're holding the grip of the middle part. Wrap it around, and then yeah, and then now I'm just going to redo the braids that I did yesterday, because it just, as you can see, it just doesn't look uniform. Like the wrap around the root, it just looks a mess. And then again, like I said, reparting is what I did for the 3 days. I started my hair on Thursday, didn't finish it till Saturday. Yes, girl, did not finish it till Saturday. So redid that part was just all wrong. It was going into the top piece, so I just reparted that, split it into 3 again, lay the middle piece on the middle piece, hold that was the anchor, and then lay the side pieces on the side pieces, and then wrap the side around, and then wrap the middle, and then just started braiding, and that was it. Do you see the back? Do you see the back? The boxes look good. The braids look good. They look way better than they did, the day before. And yeah, I'm just showing you again a better view of splitting the hair in 3, laying the hair on top, and just making sure that I'm braiding to the root. I'm not going to talk the rest of the way. I'm going to show you demonstrations a few more times. I'm just going to put music, and girl, you can just zone out. Hey girl, so here is me braiding. Look at that box. Look at the braid. It's to the root. Box is clean. Braiding down. The braid is uniform. And here's me parting again. Like I said, I parted throughout this whole process because I am not experienced. So if I felt that something was off, if I felt that there was loose hair or there was hair in another braid that it shouldn't be, I reparted my hair. I wanted the boxes to be as uniform as possible so it could last long and so it can be neat. And here I go again, parting the side, making sure that is straight and making sure that is right because of how I'm going to braid the front of my hair. And then for the front of my hair, I want to add the cornrows. So I'm showing you that I'm doing a zigzag type cornrows, 2 cornrows, and just making sure that it is even, making sure that it is uniform. Trying to part that again. And yeah, just using my computer monitor to look at me braiding and adding the hair. So I'm adding the hair towards the end of the braid because I don't know how to add the hair from the beginning. I tried, it didn't work, so I'm adding the hair like a knotless braid towards the end, and yeah, leg up and everything, and that's all. Hey girl, so we are done braiding. As you saw my face, I am too through. I am tired. I've been braiding my hair for 3 days, and yeah, I'm just happy that it's finally over. So now we're going to go into the clip of me adding the foam and also the flexi rods at the end of my hair because I like a little curl to my braids. So that's what we're going to jump into next. And then we have the foam mousse part. So I take the Camille rolls, apply it to the roots, Yep, and then I like to have curls at the end of my braid, so I also apply the mousse to the ends and use flexi rods and just roll it up, lock it in place, and then once I'm done with all of that, I dip my hair in hot water so the curls can stay, and I kept it in overnight. So we have the baby joining me in the takedown process because she wanted to sit on top of mommy. But for the takedown, I like to unravel the flexi rods in a direction, in the opposite direction that I rolled them up in, just to make sure that I keep the nice curl and a nice bounce. So it is very simple. Just, after you apply your foam and apply the flexi rods and then dip it in water, let it dry, and after it's dry, you take down the flexi rods and you'll get a nice curl to your hair. So mama forgot to do an outro, so this is days later after I did the initial talk, narration and the initial clips, with the reveal of my hair, but we're going to do the outro now. So if you made all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for staying through and hanging in there with me. And let me know in the comment section if you ever would try to do your own braids, and if you are, what technique you're going to use. The first technique, which is the knotless braids. The second technique, which I missed a step, which was the rubber band. I don't really like to put rubber bands in my hair, but that's the step that I did miss. So the rubber band method and gripping the hair. The third technique, again, the rubber bands I didn't use. Braiding the hair and then using a crochet needle to feed in the braiding hair, which I didn't use the rubber bands or the crochet needle. And then the last technique is just splitting the hair in three and just laying the braiding hair on top of your hair and braiding it like that, which that honestly technique seems faster for me, easier for me, especially for a newly braider. That seemed very easy for me. But I love the way my hair came out. I love the box braids with the cornrows. Again, I got my inspiration for the Fulani braids, and again, that is from West Africa. Is cornrows and box braids in one. So yeah, thank you so much for staying at the end. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and until next time, stay in control of your peace, your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment, and go out and make sure you do something every day to make sure that you are living the life that you desire and that you want.